Hi there. My name's Fridgen. I'm one of the founders of Careerspan, an active career coach and a former MBA. So I know a thing or two about recruiting, which is why I'm so excited to be walking you through setting up your Careerspan account. In just a few minutes, you'll be ready to start talking to our AI career coach and get the most personalized application and interview prep materials you could ask for. So let's get started. Here, I've already got all of my details necessary to set up the account. So let's get the show on the road. I put in my personal details, my preferred name, and pronouns, and upload a copy of my most recent resume. I can indicate whether it's up to date, and again, primarily what you need is just your most recent roles put into place. You don't actually need your resume. You don't actually need your resume bullets to be up to date, although if they are, that would be great. You primarily just need the resume itself to be up to date. You should put in a target role or title. Pick the one that you're most frequently applying to, or the one that you're sort of targeting primarily. In my case, I was a consultant last, so I'm going to put in management consultant. And I actually was early in my career and was working as an IC. You can, if you're further along in your career, you're joining a management role or a leadership role, you can indicate that as well. Let's keep moving. And you'll see here that your work history is exhibited to you. You'll have, actually, in your case, you'll have the button closer to the top or to the bottom. So just confirm your history. Again, this is just meant to sort of lock in and give you a chance to edit the stuff that was picked up from your resume. And this brings you to the actual roadmap page. So over here, what you'll see is the AI has broken down the responsibilities from that target role into these sort of components that you see here. And what you'll want to do next is just confirm these responsibilities. So as you will have gotten sort of the instructions in the email, this is where you put in those job descriptions that you were asked to look up and sort of have saved ahead of time. They're optional, but it will improve the accuracy of these responsibilities and allow us to refine them a little bit further. If you're going into a niche industry as part of this function, or there's any additional context that you'd like to provide, you can drop that in over here. In my case, let's say, I'm specifically going into healthcare management consulting, so I can drop that in here. And the AI will factor that in and update its understanding of the responsibilities and give me a chance to actually incorporate that, or rather, it will incorporate that into its own understanding of what this role is. So we'll just give it a second. Great. So it sort of factored all of that in. And you'll see over here, it's in fact updated its understanding of the responsibilities to incorporate a little bit of that industry understanding. So there again, really important to add in that additional bit of context if it's relevant. And you can feel free to add in new responsibilities. Now, the reason for this sort of fine tuning of the responsibilities is for this next step. And frankly, one of the most important steps so far, which is the actual mapping of your past experiences onto these responsibilities. So one of the standout features of Careerspan, and the reason we're very different from any other tool out there, is we want to help you develop a holistic professional story. We want to help you develop a professional narrative that helps you think through all aspects of your background and really come up with a complete story about who you are and why you're a great candidate. And our tool helps you with that. So what you'll notice over here is it's looked into my background, and these suggestions that it's coming up with over here, these are ways in which the AI is thinking on my behalf and trying to find connections between my past and these responsibilities that I'm trying to fulfill as a management consultant. So you'll see here it's referencing these experiences at McKinsey, at the Apply AI, which is what Careerspan used to be called, and it's sort of drawing these connections and ensuring that that I can build out these stories through the AI coaching conversations. So let's say this is the one that I want to, I feel confident in this idea and the fact that I analyzed the company's operational processes at the Apply AI and that I rectified inefficiencies, which is something that I still do at the company. And so let's say I want to talk about that with the AI career coach. I can just jump into that conversation right away. I can talk or type. If I want to talk, which I highly encourage all of you to use the audio record function, which you can find in the corner over here. So I can click that. I can discuss whatever I'd like to discuss. I can speak into the mic. As you can see, I can give an answer up to 3 minutes long. The AI will record that. Just press send, and that answer will be transcribed and sent to the AI, who will then sort of parse that and make that a part of the conversation. In this case, it's sort of encouraging me to actually stick to the conversation and try to engage with it in a meaningful way. And I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to have this conversation with the AI. And really engage with it and build out your stories, because this is really going to help your counselor help you. The other thing that I want to encourage you to, the other reason why I want to encourage you to have these conversations, really make them meaningful and substantive, is that in a few weeks, we're going to launch the world's most advanced resume tailoring solution that has ever existed. And I don't mean that hyperbolically. Our tool studies your coaching conversations, it studies the job descriptions that you submit, and it creates a completely new resume each time that you ask it to tailor one for you. That one that's completely custom fitted to that role, and one that dramatically increases your chances of success. So this isn't just swapping out keywords. This is actually showing the side of you that gives you the best possible chance of getting picked. And if that excites you, just know that the more our AI coach knows about you, the better that tailoring will be. We've had people scoring in the 90s and 95 area out of 100, and having that score lift from 70 and 80 up to that 90 and 95 zone, just because they've had enough conversations with the AI career coach. And so if you want to see those results and you want to see that level of progress in your ATS score, I highly encourage you to engage with Careerspan, and I highly encourage you to have several coaching conversations with our AI. So with that said, thank you so much for your time, and I wish you the very best of luck. Take care.